What is up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a really good day. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different from our Road to Diamond series. I actually think the Road to Diamond series has come to an end now. Now if you want to use lunar lights, I promise you can reach diamond and get there. We just did not play consistently enough to get there. As you can see from here, all of our wins were very consistent. Our one loss came from an FTK bot, which again all decks can lose against if you don't open Ash Blossom. So don't take that against the deck. If you want to use the deck to get the diamond, I promise you can get there. Look at the deck profiles in the previous video, it will work for you, I promise. Now with that being said, we're going to jump into a very old school deck. This is the first deck I played competitively. It came out in 2014 I believe, so quite a while ago. Now before I get into the deck profile, it would really mean a lot to me if you could subscribe to the channel and do like the video if you do enjoy it. If you do not, just leave a comment down below what you would like to see in the future and I'll make sure that does happen. With that being said, let's just jump into the deck profile. So here we are. It is of course a Satellarknight deck. Now I'm going to go over the deck profile and explain some of the choices that I made and then go over the effects in case you don't know them, and then we'll jump into some ranked duels and see how it compares to the meta decks, which I'm going to be honest, it's probably not going to be great. Like I said, the deck came out in 2014. With that being said though, let's get into it. So we have two Ash Blossom. Every deck needs an Ash Blossom. Now we start with our main Satellarknight monster, which is our Deneb. So when they are summoned in any way, they gain an effect. Deneb is when he's summoned, he can add any Satellarknight monster from your deck to your hand. Altair, when he is summoned in any way, he gets to special summon any Satellarknight from your grave. You're most likely going to summon this, then summon Deneb, and then Deneb's going to search. And then we have our Vega, when he's summoned in any way, he can special summon a Satellarknight monster from hand. And then for the last of our monsters, we have Unuk. Now when he's summoned in any way, he gets to foolish any Satellarknight card, not just monster, any Satellarknight card from the deck to the grave. And that rounds out our monsters. We don't play many of them, but our spells do allow us access to dig into our deck to get them. Now with our spells, we have one Raigeki, one Hobby's Feather Duster, one Monster Reborn, and of course we want Reinforcement of the Army because we want to search. And then because our deck is back row heavy, like we really depend on having back row, we lose to Hobby's Feather Duster or Lightning Storm. Now we have 3 Card of Demise. The reason for this is you're very rarely going to have monsters in your hand. Your ideal play would be summon Deneb and then set 5 back row. So this really helps you dig into your back row, and there is a really good Satellarknight card which is good for negating, which we'll get into a second. And then we have our 1 Lightning Storm because it's all I can afford. 3 Pot of Prosperity. Again, we want to really dig into our deck because we play only a few monsters. We really want to see them as soon as possible. Now we play 1 Satellarknight Skybridge. This lets us target 1 Satellarknight on the field, return it to the deck, and then special summon from deck 1 Satellarknight monster with a different name. And now we have our back row. So we have 3 Bottomless Trap Hole, 1 Storming Mirror Force, 1 Drowning Mirror Force, 1 Solemn Judgment, and now the main card is Satellarknight Alpha. So this card is crazy. So when your opponent activates a spell, trap, or monster effect, you can send 1 Satellarknight you control to the grave to negate the activation, and if you do destroy it, then you get to draw 1 card, which I think is broken. You get a negate and you get to draw. Now we then play 3 copies of Call of the Hornet and 3 copies of Fiendish Chain, and I know you're going to think those cards are very weak in the current meta. They are, but they combo very well with one of our extra deck cards, which I will get into. With that being said though, you can of course change a lot of these trap cards out. For example, Bottomless could be changed with Ice Dragon Mirror. Fiendish could be chained with, I don't know, Crackdown. Crackdown is an incredible option for this. I just don't want to spend the UR points and the SR points getting the good cards because, again, this isn't a meta deck. It's not going to get me very far. It's just a fun deck to play on the side when you're bored. Now, with that being said, let's just jump into the extra deck. Starting off with our main XYZ monster, we have Satellarknight Trevor. Now, I know his name is not Trevor, but I'm not going to pronounce that. I don't even know, so we'll just call him Trevor. Now, his effect is, when he is XYZ summoned, you can actually special summon other monsters except Satellarknight monsters, but his main effect that we really care about is when he is XYZ summoned, he returns all cards on the field back to the hand. Obviously extra deck monsters go back to the extra deck, so it's an incredible way of getting around non-targeting, non-destruction card effects. It's really good. For example, I used Lunar Lights and Leo Dancer. It's very hard for a lot of decks to get around. This just bounces Leo Dancer straight back into the extra deck, very easy. Again, with a lot of meta decks, it just bounces all the good boss monsters back into the deck, of course if he doesn't get negated. And then he also has a float effect where if he's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Satellarknight from your grave, so it combos well with our Satellarknight Nova. And then of course when he's XZ summoned and all cards get returned back to the hand, it bounces cards like Call of the Hornet and Fiendish Chain, a Crackdown if we had it, all the good cards that we want to recycle back in our hand so we can use again. The next one is Satellarknight Del Toros. Now Del Toros is not quite as good. He has the effect where when he is XYZ summoned, he has a continuous effect where your opponent can't activate cards or effects when you normal or special summon any monster. Now negate the effect, if you negate the summon, that you can still negate it. You can still Solemn Judgment or Solemn Strike it because it's not technically summoned yet, so its effect is not in place. Do bear that in mind. His other effect is you can detach one card to destroy one card on the field, and then of course he has a float effect as well where if he's sent to the graveyard while he has materials, you can special summon one Satellarknight monster from your deck. The next card is the one we always go into straight away, is Satellarknight Battlemaios. It's actually Dark Satellarknight Battlemaios. Now he is only 2 level Satellarknight monster, so he is a lot easier accessible. Now he has the continuous effect where all face-up monsters on the field become dark. Now again, that's not really that great of effect, but it does combo very well with another XD monster. Now you can detach one material and then discard one card and then special summon or XYZ summon one monster from your extra deck. So what you can do is you can go into Battlemaios, use his effect, and then go straight into Trevor. Now you can do this on your opponent's turn, but it does require you to have 7 materials, and let's be honest, that's just not ever going to happen. The next Satellarknight card is Satellarknight Constellar Diamond. Now this card was actually the boss monster when it came out. It's not actually a warrior like all of the others, it is a Wyrm. And now you can XZ summon this during your main phase 2 on top of a Satellarknight monster you control, except itself. Now it has some pretty cool effects. It has some kind of a floodgate effect, so neither player can send cards from deck to grave, so you can't foolish anything. Any card that returns from the graveyard to the hand is banished instead. This card was basically a way to stop Necros. If you're playing against Necros and you got this out, your opponent could not do anything. Now it also has the effect where if a dark monster activates its effect, you can detach one to negate it, and that's not once per turn, you can do that multiple times. So if you have Battlemaios making everything dark and then you have Constellar Diamond, it's kind of infinite negates. That does round off our Satellarknight monsters. Now we have a bunch of generic cards. These should be changed to something good. Again, I just don't want to spend the points, so really you could replace Black Ship with I don't know, Castel would be a much better choice, but I think Black Ship is pretty good because it gets around cards that can't be destroyed, because in the text it is send to graveyard, it does not destroy the card. Number 101, Silent Honor Arc, a very good detach 2 to take one face-up attack position monster you control and attach it to this. Now, the really cool thing about this effect is it does not count it as leaving the field, it just gets attached to it. So if your opponent has an effect that has triggers when the card leaves the field, it doesn't actually gain the effect because it doesn't technically leave the field, which I think is pretty nifty. Now we have our Evil Swarm Exciton Knight, it destroys the field. You've seen this in my Lunalight videos. Ragnar Zero, I think this is a really good card. When an opponent's monster has a different attack than its original, during either player's turn, quick effect, you can detach one material, destroy it, and then draw one card. Rhapsody and Berserk, you can attach it to an XYZ monster to make it gain a bunch of attack, and then you can also detach one material to banish a card from your opponent's grave. You know, graveyards are a big resource to people these days, so to banish your opponent's cards is pretty well. And then of course we have our last one, number 59, Crooked Crook, which again I'll never go into it, it's just in there because rank 4. So with that being done, let's jump into some of the duels and we'll see how we go. Okay, duel number 1, we are actually 2 duels away from Platinum, but like I said, we're not going to be going into our Road to Diamond series. I don't really care about that anymore. Everyone is bored with Lunalight, so we win the coin toss. We are going to go first because we want to set up as much back row as possible. Remember, this is like a very heavy back row deck. Our optimal open hand would be Deneb with like Satellarknight Nova Alpha and then like 4 other back row. So we'll just see how we go. Okay, so I'm gonna assume we were going against the bot. He lost the coin toss and now he's just like rage quit. Okay, the state of Master Duel is in disarray right now. Let's just try again, jumping in. I hope we win the coin toss again. If we don't, it's gonna be very sad for us. Well, if Satellarknights don't go first, oh wait, we are going first, never mind. Okay, so we're gonna try and set up again. Hopefully we actually connect this time. This is the second time and it doesn't actually look like we're going to connect again. Oh my god, Konami, please sort out your game. Okay, third time lucky, we're gonna hopefully not go against the same person, and that is the same person. I mean, I'm not sure because all these names look pretty weird to me, but I'm gonna assume we're going to disconnect again. Okay, we're actually joining the game, so I'm gonna assume he has some backwards connection, and that's really what's happening. So we didn't start off that great. We're gonna just summon our Unuk, and then we're gonna Foolish Burial or Deneb. We're gonna go into our Trevor and see what he has because, well, I think that's the better play. So we're going to send out Deneb to the grave, and then we're going to use Monster Reborn. We're going to waste Monster Reborn to get a Deneb. Deneb is going to then search us a Vega, so we can go into our play next turn. And then we're going to go into a Battle Amias. We're going to XE summon into Trevor. And then Trevor's going to ditch whatever we add here. No, actually we're going to add Vega because again it sets up our next play. So we're going to XE into a Battle Amias now. Here we go. Cross 2 Battle Amias. 2/6 attack. Okay, so we're going to activate the effect straight away. Now we're going to ditch our Call of the Hornet because... okay, we want to ditch the Deneb. No, actually, we're going to give it a Phoenix Chain because next turn, Call the Hornet is going to save us. So we're going to special summon our Trevor in defensive position. Now, you may think this is a waste of resources, and it is, but this deck came out a long time ago, so it is what it is. Okay, so we're going to detach our Unuk, and then we're going to discard one randomly from his hand. We're going to see what he plays. Also, Call the Hornet. Okay, so we're going to set Call the Hornet, and we're going to pass turn. Okay, so I actually think we came against the stall deck. So I guess I see you in 3 hours. So it is a new day and we are going to hope that the bot problem has been fixed, which I doubt it has. There was actually a notification at the start to say it was fixed. So we're going to go first again. Hopefully this goes better than yesterday. We are taking a long time to connect again, so I'm going to assume this is going to kick us out. Yeah, no response from the server again, so we're going to try and duel. And this is definitely ruining Yu-Gi-Oh! Konami really need to fix their game. I feel like anytime I come against a name like this, it's going to be 50% chance there is a bot. Okay, we're going second, so although this is probably not a bot, this deck cannot face going second, so we'll just see how it goes. Ta-da! Okay, we didn't get a great hand. I think anytime you draw more than one Satellarknight, it's a pretty bad hand. Okay, he's going to set 1, set 2, and end. Okay, not bad. Okay, let's see if we can play around this back row. Please, Harpy's Feather Duster. Okay, that's not Harpy's Feather Duster, but at least it's a solid card. So we're going to summon our Vega, use the effect, and we're going to banish Unuk from the hand. Okay, he's happy with that. We're going to special summon our Unuk in attack of position. Yeah, we're going to use the effect, and we're going to send our Deneb to the grave. And that's going to allow us access when we use Call of the Haunted to go into our Deneb. We're sending Deneb to the grave. Okay, so I'm going to go into battle phase first because I would get more damage if I do it this way than I did if I special summon our Satellarknight Trevor. Okay, so he has Joker Wild. Okay, that's not bad. He's going to go into Joker's Knight, Joker's King, Joker's Queen, Joker's whatever they're called. I think Bottomless is going to be pretty good against this deck. Yeah, you know, I didn't think this deck likes to go first. You're all going to get bounced back to your hand, it's okay. So we're going to cancel the attack, of course. We're going to go for the normal monster. I would have went for the Jack's Knight, but I don't know if he has any attack boost cards, so we're just going to go simple. Right now we're going to go into our Trevier option. So we're going to go Battle Amias in hopes he has nothing to stop us here. Okay, now we're going to use the effect of Battle Amias. Actually, you know what, he does add cards back to his hand, so yeah, we're actually going to go into Diamond because this way he can't add the cards back. So let's see how this goes. This is definitely a different play. I would never normally do this, but this does stop him getting these Joker cards back. We're going to set it our Bottomless and set our Call the Hornet, and then we're just going to end phase. In the end phase, he is going to activate whatever that is, probably. I think he's reading Constella because he's taking a while. Okay, so Twin Twist, that is unfortunate, but I think we've kind of blocked him out this turn. He has to discard. Oh, Slife. So he's going to Twin Twist the 2 back row. That doesn't make a big difference. I guess he can go into some Link 2 now. It is still his end phase and he's going to activate Joker Wild. Hey, if he does, he definitely did not read Constella Diamond properly. Okay, so he did read Diamond. He's not going to do that. I think that was smart. Although I don't really know what else this deck can do. Okay, he's going to tribute summon for his Joker's Knight. Okay, that doesn't really do anything. He's still going to link away. Pecolomize? Yeah, okay. So, he can, detach to bounce the card, I believe? Okay. Not a bad play. That was actually really good. I will too. 2-5 to the face. Yeah, he's going to use his Joker's Knight and Joker Straight. So you can use it with both, right? So he shuffles one into the deck and then he adds it to the hand, yeah. Okay, and the Joker Straight. So he's going to send Jack's Knight back into the deck and then add that back to hand. Okay, now we need to get around this and I don't think we can because he can detach during his turn to bounce whatever it is back to the hand. Okay, we'll see how it goes. Ta-da! Okay, Phoenix Chain. Not the best card there, but we do have play. So we're going to special summon, sorry, we're going to normal summon Altair. He's going to target our Vega in the grave, so we're going to then special summon our Vega. And then we're going to use Vega to special summon our Deneb, and then Deneb is going to search, and that is our 3-card loop. So he's deciding whether he wants to bounce this now or if he wants to wait. Either way, he can't negate the effect, so I can get a minimum of 2 cards on board. And I think I'll go for Delteros, because if I summon Delteros, he can't react to the summon of my Satellarknight monsters, which means I can't. Okay, so that was definitely not the right play for him to do. That really wasn't the right play for him to do. Okay, so he's gonna bounce our Vega. The effect still resolves. They're all ifs and not whens, so they're all effects that can't miss timing. So I don't know why he did that. I would special summon Altair again, but they're all once per turn, so I can't. Okay, now we're going to add, we'll add Vega because we already have an Altair in hand. Okay, now we can go into choices. Okay, we're just gonna go to Battle Amias in attack of position, of course, and then we're gonna protect ourselves next turn with our Fiendish Chain. Okay, main phase 2, we're gonna go into. I would actually like to go into a diamond again because I know it really stops him. Yeah, let's just go into diamond again. Actually, I do wonder. No, I've messed up now. So could I go into Trevor and then I could go into diamond on top of Trevor? Okay, we're gonna end our turn and then I'm gonna quickly read that. So discard 1 card, special summon from the extra 1 Satellarknight monster. That would be our Trevor. No, we can't, because you can't XZ summon for the rest of the turn when you use that effect. So we could have used the effect to go into Trevor and then overlaid with Diamond after that, but I guess we can't do that. But I'm sure that Diamond will affect him too much because his Joker straight sends the card to grave first, which he can't do. Okay, he's going to Twin Twister again. You know, I really thought Twin Twisters was a bad card, but it really does hinder this deck. Like, our deck really revolves around back row. He must still have a good play in his hand. Again, he still can't use his Joker straight or his Joker wild during the end phase. Okay, so he can use his Joker straight. Okay, so I thought Joker straight added a card to his grave. Okay, so that is fine. I don't know why, but I really thought Joker straight then send the monster to grave and then special summon the monster from grave. I guess I don't know these cards very well. Okay, so he has a rank 4 play he's gonna go into. Okay, so he targets my card and negates its effect. That is okay, because we have a good loop next turn, so it's not too bad. You know, I wonder if I summoned this in defense position, could he have got over it? Okay, so it's looking pretty bleak. 1-6 life points left, and he has 1 card in hand, and then he gets to recycle his cards now. We do know the card in his hand is Joker straight though, right? No, not Joker straight, it is Jack's Knight. Or it's not Jack's Knight, that goes back to his hand. Man, these cards recycle a lot. God damn. Okay, so he's recycled everything back to his hand. He went from 1 card to 4 cards. Okay, my turn. Ta-da! Another Fiendish Chain. Okay, so we're going to go into our 3-card combo. We're going to normal summon our Vega, use the effect to special summon our Altair, use Altair's effect to special summon our Deneb, and then we're going to use Deneb's effect to search another Altair. And the loop continues and continues and continues. So, Deneb, of course. And then we're going to use Deneb to add our Vega. Not Vega, Altair. And now we're just going to go straight into our Trevor. Special summon! But then we're going to use Trevor's effect to bounce everything back to hand. And then we're going to activate Trevor's effect to make him discard. We're going to detach our Deneb. Okay, so that's not that great of an effect because he kind of gets that back. Okay, we're going to go into battle phase and attack for 2-1. And then enter. Okay, so we have our Fiendish Chain to stop whatever he XE summons or links during his turn. And then we can also float with Trevor. He special summons any from grave, so we can then go from Trevor to Vega to then Altair and to Deneb again, and the loop continues. Oh my god, why? Why is this happening? 2 Twin Twisters, then a Harpy's Feather Duster. This guy hates back row. Like, he hates back row. Man, I'm gonna check his deck profile after this, and he's gonna have like 3 MST, 3 Dust Tornado, 3 Twister, 3 Twin Twister, 3 Lightning Storm. He's just running the anti-back row deck. This means he can't go into Style and Dirge again and win because he puts our attack to 0, and then he can just attack over.
1 eternity later.
Okay, we're gonna take that big fat L right now. Kaboom. I cannot count how many duels that I've had now. I'm going to be honest, it's quite a few. So we're actually coming against a guy that does not have a squiggly line name, so I'm going to assume this is a real person, so we finally get to test our deck. Well, for the second time. The first time was pretty horrendous and we did lose. So hopefully this one is a little bit better. Let's see. Draw. Okay, not too bad. It's not a terrible opening hand, but we have a lot of back row, and we're going to summon our Unuk, send out the Deneb to grave, and then just set 3 and then pass turn. Or he's going to Ash Blossom this, in which case it's very sad. No, he's going to Imperm, okay. I don't mind too much. Having the Deneb in the grave at this point isn't a big thing. We're going to set this, and then of course set our Solemn Judgment. So we kind of have like some good negates here. We got an effect negate, we got a bottomless, and we got a Solemn Judgment and an Ash Blossom. This is what this deck is all about, just as the best back row you can get to negate everything your opponent does. Well, we can't negate that, so. Draw! You know, for times like this, it would have been really good to get an Isolde, 2 Tails, or the Noble Knight in the deck. We're finally going to send out the Deneb to grave. We can go into Battle Amias, but I don't think there is a point in that right now because we would have to discard the Ash Blossom. And I don't really want to do that, to be honest. So we're just going to attack, see what he's got. No, I would not like to activate Fiendish Chain. Okay, he does have a hand trap to activate. Okay, Predaplants. Okay, well, that is that. Okay, we're just going to end our turn there. Like I said, it would have been a good idea to go into Battle Amias, but the Ash Blossom in my hand. What does this even do? Well, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what that card is. I don't think that's a very good card at all. So I think this guy is playing a meme deck. Again, it's not a great showcase, but remember this is an old school deck. So, oh, what does he do? What is this? He's gonna link away? He must have had a really bad opening hand. Okay, so he's going to Synchro. That wasn't a link, right? That was a Synchro. Whatever this is, it's ever gonna get negated by bottomless. Okay, so we're gonna negate this. So we're gonna Solemn Judgment it. Man, what a sick effect. That looks really cool. No matter how many times you play it, it still looks really cool. Now we still have our Bottomless and our Ash Blossom. Okay, so he's going to end there. Draw. Where is my Denebs? Okay, we're just going to summon Vega. We can't use the effect, of course. Let's see. We can go into... Yeah, I don't really think any of these are worth going into. We're just going to go into battle phase. We'll attack for 1-8. Attack for another 1-8. And then 1-2. No, he's going to activate something. Gauze. Wow, I'm definitely bottomlessing that. And he gets that nice token. Now, if... Oh my, I can't bottomless? Oh, well that is unfortunate. I can't even... Oh my god, what is this deck? So we can go into Triver, which might have been a good play. Now we're going to go into Delteros because if I go into Trevor, it's just going to bounce the goals back to his hand, and I don't think that's a good play to go into at all. So we're going to Delteros, we get to detach one to destroy his goals. We can go into Diamond here, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Yeah, no, I'd rather have the float effect of Delteros because he can summon the Deneb from deck. We do still have the Bottomless and the Fiendish as backup, and the Ash Blossom. But I don't think this deck was that good. It's definitely some sort of meme deck. He's not playing serious at all. Okay, this is going to get Bottomless, whatever it is. Wow, okay. Not bad. He does get to banish my Delteros. Okay, so I'm not going to Bottomless. I will just Fiendish. Because if I Bottomless, I cannot then protect my monster. So I would rather do this. At least this way it gets protected. So I'm going to say this is a budget Monarch deck, maybe a Dark Monster deck. I honestly have no idea what this guy's doing. It is funny though. It is funny when you come against these meme decks. Okay, so we're just going to detach to destroy the back row. We'll get rid of our Vega. Knowing this guy's going to be Mirror Force or something torrential, yeah. No, Fiendish. So, oh wait, no, we can't anyway. I thought we could go into... Oh yeah, we can because I haven't actually normal summon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Deneb. Deneb is going to add our Altair. Taribon! Okay, so we're going to activate the effect to add our Altair. And then we're going to special summon the Unuk from grave. Now you might think this is a very silly play, but yeah, it is what it is. This way he has no cards in hand. Another Deneb to the grave. Okay, we're going to go into a Trevor. Okay, now everything gets bounced back. This is where we needed that Fiendish Chain, but it is what it is. Okay, so we're going to activate Trevor's effect. We're going to detach the Deneb, and then he's going to discard the one card in his hand. Mizuki, okay. Does he have any zombies in grave? Oh, he does. He can use Mizuki to special summon his Joyous Spring. That is crazy. And then I guess he can go into a rank play. Mind Control. Oh, wow. Yeah, then he... Well, he can't synchro with that, right? Oh, you can make me discard my... I swear, if I lose to this absolute meme deck, I'm a quit Yu-Gi-Oh forever. Okay, no, I don't think he's going to use his Mizuki. Okay, he is going to use his Mizuki. Okay, so what link do you think he has? Whatever it is, it's going to get bottomless. Man, I can't believe that. Wow. 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 Oh, this game, man. Okay, so he can't discard to destroy my back row. I can still use Trevor, so that's good. So we're going to special summon our Altair, and then we're going to bottomless his card. That is crazy though. Okay, we're going to special summon our Altair and attack, and then Altair is going to summon our Deneb, and then our Deneb is of course going to search another Altair. I feel like this deck is a lot like Trap Tricks, you know, you kind of just summon monsters and then you heavily rely on your back row. Okay, so he has no cards in hand, he has nothing in his grave. Man, these meme duels are so fun. Okay, draw. Right, I get you. Okay, we're just going to change this to attack position, summon our Altair. Altair is going to grab, actually I don't think we have another Deneb, do we? Oh, we do. Okay, so we have another Deneb. We're just going to special summon Deneb in defensive position, of course, and then we're going to add an Altair back to hand. So my quick maths tells me this is not enough. Okay, this will be enough. So we're going to Altair and Deneb into Battle Amias. 2/6 attack. You know, looking at this artwork, it's so crazy. So this is definitely Shaddoll, a Shaddoll Tellarknight mix of some sort. I do find the lore of this game very interesting. Okay, so we're going to swing for 2/6, 1/5, and we should win perfectly. Nice. So that was not a great showcase of the deck's potential, but it was a fun duel. Let's go do another. Okay, I think I'm just going to end the video there. Like, it is impossible to get a duel going, so I'm just going to show you the match history. So 27th of May, so this was the last time we dueled, which is when the bot started, and then of course you see my duel against the Joker straight deck, which I lost. And then like all of these squiggly line names, they're just, it is too hard to get a duel these days. YUGIOH Master Duel is just broken. Konami really needs to fix the issue. But just before we end the video, I'm going to go into the deck profile again really quick, so you can, if you do want to play Satellarknight, you can do that. Again, please consider subscribing to the video if you do enjoy it. If you want to do a duel where I use your deck, then please comment below, tell me what deck that you would like me to use. I do have around 4,000 or 5,000 gems now, so I am due to build another deck. So just tell me what you would like me to build or what you'd like me to play. I can do some practices and then do some ranked duel with that. And with that being said though, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you next time.